And there you go. And that flushes the toilet. So now you see the property and you see what the garden looked like. And then I started sharing with people how I have laundry, how I wash clothing using a rain barrel. Did that ever open up some people's eyes when they started watching my videos? First, people thought I staged it for camera. I pretended I lived this way for videos. People couldn't understand that this is actually a way of life. Second, I can't believe how much work it was. It was a lot of physical work. It took a lot for me to get all of that done. It took a lot for me every single day to turn my camera on and show everyone. I was a little bit naive of what the world would think of me. I just thought everybody was nice. I grew up in a nice home with a nice mom and a nice dad, and I didn't realize the backlash people would have with me just sharing my wholesome, everyday, humble life. But once I started showing all of these things on YouTube, I raised some eyebrows with some people, and they wanted to cause extreme hardship for me. Oh my, did I realize that my life was about to change on YouTube after I started showing some of these videos. But that's for another day. Because right here and right now, in 2018 and 2019, it was around that year, my life was very naive. Just sharing with all of you on YouTube, my life as it is. Though I look a little different, I'm pretty much the same girl that you've seen way back then. It hasn't been that many years ago, but to me, it seems a lifetime. I'm going to end this video with some of these videos to share with you and let you get a little glimpse of my life. There's a few of you who have watched me ever since I started my channel, but the majority of people that are watching me today have no idea when I talk about below poverty level. They would say, oh, well, you don't have any clue what life was like back then. Then I would say to them, go watch some of my old videos. And of course, nobody did. Nobody wanted to bother to find out the truth. And I thought, you know what? I'm recirculating these videos. They were the hardest videos I had to make. Extremely physical work. And I think that the world deserves to see them again. Yeah, the camera work isn't quite as good as it is today. Yeah, my speaking skills aren't quite as good as they are today, but it's still me, Homestead Tessie. I haven't changed, not the inner core of me. I'm always the same. And so I'm gonna bring some of these back, not in every video, but in some, because I want you to see the before and the after of the years of work it took to get our house and our life in a way that is manageable. And yeah, now you can understand why I talk about Little House on the Prairie and all of those special things that I like to talk about. It's a fond memory of mine, and it helps keep me centered, and it helps keep me realizing where I've been and where I am today. don't know. I think that I'm going to pursue some more different prepping ideas. Maybe things that you didn't even think about. Eucalyptus, you know, this is really good if you have a chest cold. I'm gonna be making some salves with that, simple and easy to do. Right now I'm gonna go and get some of my menthol, start harvesting some of that in case we have chest colds this winter. Make salves with that. Food, medical supplies, herbs, and other ways to prep, like having wood heat. Man, I'm so glad for that, to not have to worry about electric heat anymore. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching, and now I have all of this garlic. I'm actually going to put it in here so I can cure it and dry it. And it said something about hanging it upside down, but I'm not going to do that. Not yet. This is the hard neck. So this is a hard neck. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in here and let it sit. And you do not make it wet at all. So it's going to take me a little bit just to get it all in here. And the cucumbers I'm going to cut up. And I think I'm going to make some bread and butter pickles. This greenhouse has become my drying room, because it does have a lot of ventilation in here. So we're just going to go ahead, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. I have onions that I need to bring those onions in, so they have been sitting for a while. I need to clean everything up in here, and can't wait to see you guys again tomorrow. Trying to knock off all the dirt. There's a lot of dirt on these. But I've had some really good harvest. Super happy about that. Actually, it's been a bumper year for me with the crops of what I planted. Just gotta make sure I keep them all up here. All right, see you guys, bye. We're canning potatoes. So the first thing you want to do is, if you want to have great canned potatoes without the starch, you have to boil your water, drop your potatoes in it for 5 minutes, and then add fresh hot water to your jars of potatoes. Then you will have potatoes without all that starch. Plus your jars will look really pretty and not have that cloudy water. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of our potatoes and we're going to put them in the boiling water for about 5 minutes. And what this does is it cooks some of the starch out. Alright, so the potatoes are done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to drain them and put them in our jars. Alright, so we're going to put them all in the jars and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Alright, so what we did is we put 1 teaspoon of Lipton onion soup mix in each quart. We filled it with hot boiling water. We used this Fresh Tech and I used the water method, so we had the boiling water from there. And that's what they look like, and now we're going to can them. And the potatoes are all done. So the potatoes are canned with Lipton onion soup mix. So it's kind of a beef flavor in the potatoes. You can them this way and you will have no starch in your potatoes. If this is something that interests you, I have more videos on canning with Lipton onion soup mix in the videos at the end of this one. Give them a try and watch it. I can carrots, potatoes, and green beans all with Lipton onion soup mix.